Hello, and welcome to Season 2 of the Road 2 series, where it's time to get some practice in for the OTS Championship. Yes, welcome to Road to the OTS Championship. So, we found out last week at Locals that we are holding a OTS Championship on the 23rd of February. And I've never been to an OTS before. Just like how it's in season 1 of the Road 2 series, I had never been to Locals before. Now I've been to Locals a bunch, and we've been upgraded as a store level to now be able to host OTS championships. So that's what this series is going to be. So we have this week. Next week there won't be any locals because Lorcana are having a massive event. Then after that, after the 2nd of February, there'll be just 2 other locals to go before the OTS Championship on the 23rd. So I reckon this is going to be another 4-part, maybe 5-part series. We'll just have to wait and see. So, what deck am I going to be bringing to the OTS? Well, if it hasn't been obvious, the past few local chronicles, that has, the other series that I do that's now on hiatus whilst I do this series, I'm going to be bringing Yubel with me. Specifically Unchained Yubel, because I'm a budget player. I'm not about to drop 150 on Fiendsmith Engravers. I'm just not, that's just way out of my price range at the moment. So with that being said, let's have a look at the deck because I have changed it quite a bit from last week. Yeah, well, let's see what I'm rocking out with. Okay, so this is the deck profile. I am just going to go through it really quickly. So I'm of course playing 2 Yubel, 1 Terror Incarnate, 1 Ultimate Nightmare. At the moment, I am only playing 2 Spirit of Yubel because those are the only 2 that I have, but I have ordered secret rare upgrades, and then I'll be playing it at 3. I'm also playing 3 Samsara D Lotus, 2 Gruesome Grave Squirmer, a play set of Nightmare Pain, and I'm only playing now 2 Nightmare Throne, at a recommendation from the other Yubel player at Locals. Now on to the Unchained engine. I'm literally playing 1 of everything, essentially. So I'm just playing 1 Aruha, 1 Sarama, 1 Abominable Unchained Soul, 1 Unchained Soul of Shavara, 1 Unchained Soul of Shyama, 1 Abomination's Prison, 1 Chamber, and 1 Escape. Now, I haven't tested this out properly yet, but this is what I'm just going to be rocking this week with Locals. If I need to make changes after this week, I can do so. For the non Yubel or Unchained engine, I am playing 2 Dark Beckoning Beast, as well as the 1 Opening of the Spirit Gates to search it. I also main deck 3 Super Polymerization and 1 Terraforming to search the field spell. And then for the hand traps, I am playing 9. That is triple Nibiru. I moved my dimensional barrier into the main deck. And then lastly, triple Imperm to round out the 40 card list. Now let's get on to the extra deck. So the extra deck I have made some slight changes since last week. Simply because I finally got a card that I've been after for a while. So we'll go off with fusions first. So obviously the 1 Phantom of Yubel, as well as the 2 Yubel, the Loving Defenders. And then the other super poly target is Garua, Wings of Resonant Life, Then for the XCs, I finally have a DDD Wave High King Caesar. I literally had to order from somebody else, and that thankfully arrived. I also play Veritas, the final bringer of the end times. Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max, as well as Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut Lieb. So why am I playing these two? Well, funny enough, they do come up for me as this in this budget list. The amount of times I've actually taken down a win with going into Gustav Max, burn for 2,000, go into Lieb, make it 6k, and attack for game has come up quite often. As for the links, I am playing one Unchained Soul Lord of Yama, one Maraker from the Underworld, I probably just butchered that, one Unchained Soul of Rage, one SP Little Knight, one Unchained Soul of Anguish, one Unchained Abomination, and lastly, one Underworld Goddess of the Closed Worlds. And that is the extra deck. And lastly is just the side deck to go over. And that is basically triple Veiler, triple Shifter, triple Artifact Lancia. Let me just zoom in on this a bit. Two thrust, one talent, and lastly, triple evenly matched, and that is that. Now, that list is obviously going to be subjective to change as we go through this Road 2 series. So I might change out the Unchained engine slightly, or I might keep it as is. I might find new extra deck techs, or I might buy more hand traps, better hand traps that would be suited for this current format. Though I know Nibiru, Lancia, and Dimensional Barrier is the best bet, considering that at my locals there are 2 Raziel players at least, one pure, one Fiendsmith Raziel. There is another Yubel player as well, and there's a lot of competition. Now that's just from the regulars that come to my locals. There's they're going to be the max capacity to fit at reroll for this OTS championship is 24. Now I'm already pre-regged, thank God for that. But yeah, 24. It's not like, in the grand scheme of things, that's not really big for like an OTS, but at the same time, there will be people traveling down that specifically do the OTS circuits. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of competitive players here. So now I know for a fact that I probably won't be able to record my duels, but that's fine. That's fine. But anyway, it's time to head to locals. I have to wait 24 hours for me. You only have to wait a second because I'm actually filming this bit on the Saturday. Okay, time for the OTS opening. One for me, one for a friend. Wonder, can I actually pull an ulti? Oh, cool. I pulled a super of this that I literally just bought a common of last week. Wow. But I'll take it. I'll take it because I have no idea why that just cut off. So let's see, and an absolute king backjack as another super. Honestly, I'm happy with the Moon of the Crescent Heaven super. Okay, so round 1, I'm paired up against Steven. And it's been a while since I got paired up against him. And because, I've known that he's been on Raziel in the past, because I've gone up against him with Raziel but this time he's on Malice. So game 1, I take it down pretty easily. Because with some of the Malice effects, they have to pay life and such. Game 2, I just barely lost. But at the same time, he went to use dogwood on me, and I just passed back to him, and he lost half his life. He dogwooded me. I went into battle phase, attacked him for 2,000, then passed turn, and then he lost half his life because of that. And then game 3, I took it down again. And it's, again, the trains, man, that they are helping. Easy dub. Easy. Didn't really have too much worry. I think it was game 1. He had some pretty beefy Malice guys on field, and I just basically used Nightmare Pain to destroy something I think I used the field spell to destroy Yubel in deck, special summon Terra Incarnate, pass turn, nuke his entire field. Because all I had was Terra Incarnate on my field, but I nuked his field. That's how I was able to, get past that. But yeah, it was an interesting duel going up against Malice. Now, it is essentially at full power, but it does need another engine. He was saying that he's probably going to go for the Striker Malice route. But yeah, it was a nice enough game. It was a nice enough game.
Round 2, I'm paired with Carl, which makes it our third duel since Local started. He's back playing the Fish deck, aka Mermail Atlantean, mixed with a bit of Goaty. I win the die roll and opt to go first, and I opened okay, so I start by activating Throne destroy Yubel, Yubel special summon Terra Incarnate, then I special summon Gruesome Grave Squirmer, pop Terra Incarnate, and special summon Nightmare, and I'm not talking about KSI, I'm talking about Ultimate Nightmare. Then Throne activates, and I get back my beautiful QCR Yubel, which I then take Yubel and Terror to make Phantom and pass turn. Carl draws for turn and starts to make a lot of plays, and since I have Nib in my hand, I am letting a lot of his effects go off. He starts with Abyss, discarding a water to special summon it, which I let go through. I then let the other effect to search go through. He uses Shadow Squad and Grave to special summon a level 4 lower Atlantean or Mermail from deck. Carl continues to combo off and manages to play through all the interruptions I had, which wasn't a lot to begin with. I chain Phantom to one of his effects, popping Ultimate Nightmare, which was a misplay as I keep forgetting that Phantom destroys from deck as well as hand, not just field. Throne triggers, adding back Phantom to extra deck. Then when he summons Neptibus, use an effect in hand to pop I chain Super Poly and bring out Garua. He brings out 2 more guys and I nib him, and I draw off Garua, and he still manages to make more plays, ending on a big board. He attempts to attack me, but I special summon in defense Spirit of Yubel, and off a Spirit's effect, I set Pain, and only Nib gets destroyed. He makes a few more plays and pass turn. I draw for turn, I activate Pain, pop Spirit to add Samsara D to hand, then Spirit activates, bringing back Yubel. I normal summon Samsara D, tribute it to special summon Spirit, Spirit adds the field spell. I then make Phantom of Yubel, my opponent quick effect synchros, and I make a massive misplay that cost me the game. So Carl brings out Goaty of the Deep Beyond and attempts to banish my whole field, and I chain Super Poly. What I should have done was use Phantom first, and then on resolution, use Super Poly. So I clear his field, burn him for 2,500, and lose my whole field, and lose game 1. 2, I opt to go first again and start with Throne, destroy Yubel, special summon Terra Incarnate. I then activate Prison, search Shavara, Shavara effect to pop Terra to special summon Shavara, then Terra effect to special summon Ultimate Nightmare, then I make Phantom and pass turn. Carl draws for turn, starts off with Abyss TS, attempting to destroy Phantom, which I'm forced to activate in response, destroying Ultimate Nightmare, again forgetting I can destroy from deck, then Throne, putting Phantom back into the extra deck. Time is slowly tickling down, and Carl makes more plays. I super poly him at one point. He makes more plays, sending back up my Garua to the extra deck and popping Throne. Carl makes more plays, and time is still ticking down very, very fast. He enters battle phase. He attacks Shavara, dealing 1,300. I also special summon Spirit on attack declaration, setting Pain. In main phase 2, he makes an XC and passes turn. I draw for turn, and there is less than 3 minutes left on time. I need to find a way to deal enough damage to make it a tie, and I do by activating Pain, destroying Dark Beckoning in my hand to add Samsara to hand, which I normal tribute summon to special summon Yubel. I then make Phantom just in case he has something to stop me from making Gustav and then leave to kill him, which he does try to, but Phantom takes care of that. And then the trains deal enough so that when I pass turn to him, time is called, I win game 2, and it's a tie. Round 3 I'm paired with Austin, who's playing Fiendsmith Raziel, and this duel was probably the quickest match of the night. I lose the die roll and am made go second. Austin proceeds to go full combo, ending with a few interruptions. I draw for turn and attempt to play through them by starting with activating Nightmare Pain, but don't use its effect. I then set 2 and try to pop an Unchained Trap with a Ruha, which gets negated and destroyed. I attempt to use its effect in Grave, since it was destroyed, which he chains Desiree, pop in Pain and Prison. I special summon Abominal and forget to use the effect of Prison to also special summon. I try to use Abominal's effect, but it gets negated. I normal summon Sarama and try to use its effect but get hit with an Imperm. I then link it into Yama and try to use its effect, and that's when I get hit with Imperm number 2. And then Desiree pops Yama, and so I scoop. Game 2 I opt to go first, open a near identical hand to game 1. I try to make a few plays, but Austin has answers. I start with Prison, which gets ashed. I activate Pain and pop Abominal and get hit with an Ogre. I normal summon Sarama and try to use its effect but get hit with an Imperm. I try to scoop, but Austin convinces me to play it out, but he takes it down just as quick. Meaning going into round 4, I am once again 1 win, 1 loss and 1 draw.
So after that quick defeat by Austin, my round 4 opponent once again is Aaron, the other Yubel player, except he's not playing Yubel. He is playing Altergeist. Yes, a massive wild throwback to when I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! From like 2018 to 2019. That is a massive throwback for me. And I opened both games so goddamn unplayable. And of course he had as well, interruptions for me to deal with. Like game 1, he took it pretty quickly enough. I couldn't, do much. Game 2, he had the interruptions. I normal what I was hoping to do, because I opened up 2 Samsara D in hand, as well as Dark Beckoning Beast. I was going to summon Dark Beckoning Beast, activate Dark to search. Opening the Spirit Gates, because it's, as you've seen, it's back. I put it back down to 1, and then extra normal summon Samsara D and go from there, get into Spirit. But that didn't happen because as soon as Dark Beckoning Beast hit the field, Imperm, fuck, pass turn. He draws return, does some plays, passes back to me. I draw normal summon Samsara D, attempt to use this effect. Imperm number 2, motherfucker. And to top it all, he fucking activated Secret Village of the Spellcasters. And I was saying to myself, but as soon as he activated, he's like, son of a bitch, I had effect failures on this side, because I didn't side. I thought that I was going to be able to build up a pretty formidable board and I would have went to game 3. I was so wrong. So the streak of me never beating Aaron continues. And that was that. I came 7th with a 1 win, 2 loss, and a draw record. So this is the first time that this deck has performed that poorly. So, next week there will not be a locals, but that does not mean I'm going to not have a road to the OTS championship episode out. I'll be meeting up with one of my friends and we're going to get some play testing in. So I will of course record a duel for that. So that will be out next week. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're going to enjoy the new Road to the OTS series because it's going to be going on for one more episode longer than the Road to Locals. You know, Road to Locals was only 4 episodes. This is going to be 5. So yeah, only 2 more locals until the OTS. I'm looking forward to it. I am. So yeah, that is going to wrap this up. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I have to go edit the rest of this video now. My game with Carl and Austin. So that's going to be fucking hilarious to go through. The one with the duel with Carl is going to take a while. Should take a while, but I might tinker around with that. We'll see. But anyway, I'll catch you all on the very next upload. Which of course will be episode 2 to the Road to the OTS. I'll see you all next time.